and say hello. Tell us where you're from and what you're drinking.
Hello from Susan.
Hi, Susan. What are you sipping on today?
Well, I am sipping on a Petite Syrah.
Ooh.
Hey, excellent.
Wonderful.
I got my exercise by it's actually a cork instead of a screw top.
I love it. We're going to be counting those calories now that we all have to be inside and find ways to keep busy. And Marcia, where are you joining us from?
I'm joining you from Oaxaca in Mexico.
Ooh. Can we join?
Unfortunately, I haven't found the great wine shops here yet, but I have something red and Argentinian to drink with us today.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for joining us. So we're going to take a couple more minutes and then we'll go ahead and get started. We have a couple, just a conversation starter for everyone as well. And then for Susan and Marcia on the call as well, we have most people here from all the way from California to Ohio to LA and up in Napa and Cincinnati. So we have a good little mix of everyone from Midwest to East Coast or West Coast. On as well. Hi, new joiner. Do you want to introduce yourself to the group? Oh, hit your unmute.
You're on mute.
Bottom left.
Got it. Okay, I'm Claudia. Hi.
Hi, Claudia. Nice. Oops, sorry. This is Paris behind me. The joys of working from home. The mailman the UPS driver just came by. Claudia, where are you from?
Oh, I'm in Washington State.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And yes, hope everyone is staying obviously safe, healthy, and happy. This is kind of, introduced being as, we believe that conversation can still happen even though we're confined to our homes, and we can still have conversation. And it's so nice too for us all to be able to see each other, whether, you're a friend, family member, customer, or, just found out about us through Facebook, a Facebook friend. So we'll go ahead and get started here too. I wanted to start off with, obviously, when we've got wine in hand, it's a toast to everyone. So thank you everyone from joining and joining from different parts of the world. We really appreciate it. And cheers to our first virtual happy hour. Cheers.
Yes.
No breakage of glass here. No worries on that. So I wanted to start off today. Basically, these happy hours are geared all around ways that we can just come together as a group and still have great conversations with great beverages, but then also a way to kind of give a little extra context and value, and a ways to either educate, entertain, or to share experiences. So each week we're going to have something different, and it'll be a different topic, whether or not it be some kind of entertainment, something that you can do at home to where you actually get to do an activity with us or cook a recipe along with us. So we'll have a bunch of different ideas. And please, if you have any ideas of your own or you would like to host and be a guest host, just reach out to us either by Facebook or at WineSociety, Tastemaker at WineSociety, and let us know if you'd like to kind of be a guest host. But without further ado, our topic today is the wine glass lineup. So I'd like to introduce Aaron, actually from our team. So he is our first host, and I will turn it over to him to kind of do a little intro and then to kind of take you guys through our first educational topic for today.
Okay, excellent. Yes, I'm the director of operations here at WineSociety, and I love sharing wine education and wine knowledge. And as Angela had mentioned, there's definitely a lot of things on pause or on hold right now, but one thing that is not canceled is us connecting, getting together in a group, and learning a little bit about wine. So I think, the wine glasses, that's a thing that can be intimidating, but a lot of us, we've got kind of a hodgepodge of random stuff in our house. I know that folks are taking this time to do some early spring cleaning and just obviously spending more time at home and eating more meals at home, and recognizing that you've got a bunch of kind of random glassware and not even probably knowing what all of it is. So a couple different glasses, which we'll go into today. So I've got my little handy cheese board here. See, move that down. So got three kind of main glasses here. You can have a bunch of different glasses for a bunch of different purposes, but these are really the three main ones. So the first one here, my toast to all of us here on the first happy hour, is a Burgundy glass. So this one's very wide. I've got Pinot Noir in it, and basically it's for lighter, more aromatic wines. So you can kind of get all of the smells going in there, and you've got kind of the biggest swirling area. Some people, like my mother, she thinks it's just for looking fancy. If you want to drink your Cabernet in there, because that's the way it feels best, go ahead. You want to drink your Wine Society different wines in there, go ahead. I think there's really no limitation on it. But that is kind of the main purpose of the Burgundy glass. Next glass, a little bit smaller. This is a white wine glass. Smaller just due to the fact you want to keep your white wines cold. So I've got some of our Wine Society Fate here, and just a little pour, right? You want to keep it cold so you can keep the rest of it in your refrigerator, keep it in your ice bucket. The smaller glass is great because you're not going to have as much wine that's heating up and kind of getting warm at room temperature. And it's a great kind of all-purpose glass. Last glass, the main one, is the Bordeaux glass, and this is what is referred to as the all-purpose. If you're only going to have one type of wine glass in your house, this is the one you want to have. This is the one that you use for bigger, bolder reds. So I think our Wine Society Tempt is perfect for that. And generally, Cabernets, Syrah would go great in this glass. And this is just a way to kind of concentrate the flavors, not too much air mass, and you're able to get kind of a nice flavor. You'll notice at restaurants, right, they've got the whole thing and they're always polishing and all of that. And so one of the things that we really value here at Wine Society is that we want to make sure that people are enjoying wine anytime, anywhere. And, if you're having to polish, if you're having to hand wash, that's kind of a huge pain. And so, normally what we drink out of in the, in the office when we do tastings, stemless glasses. These are perfect. This is a great way to have your wine. You don't have to worry about breaking the stems. You can throw it in your dishwasher and no problem, no need to polish, and it won't also blow over when you're outside. So this is generally what I use at home. And then the last one, I think my most favorite one, and I know Angela and I have definitely talked about this a lot with her travels to Italy. I've spent a good amount of time in Europe. The Italian tumbler, which they usually use for water, and I've always got a water glass on my desk at all times, but you can use it for water, or you can also use it for wine. So this is, the easiest and best way. We believe that you should be drinking wine, with every meal, and anything that kind of gets you to that experience easier is something we are huge fans of here. But yeah, definitely down for questions. Like I said, I have all kinds of different wine glasses. I very rarely use them. I usually drink my wine out of this.
Awesome. Thank you, Aaron. A quick little tidbit on your wine glasses. Cheers to Aaron. Thank you for kicking off our first happy hour with a little lesson on what to do and what to use your wine glasses that you might have in your cabinets. And kind of like he mentioned, sorry, it's bad luck, I think, if you don't drink after you cheers. But what he mentioned is that, yeah, kind of as a team, we kind of went through, with all this time on our hands, we've kind of been organizing, and we went through our shelves and we're like, oh my God, we have a hodgepodge of wine glassware. And all the time we realized, like, we all use the same exact glass the same time. Like, we never hit the glasses that are up on the top shelf. I kind of pulled mine aside just so you can see my hodgepodge. I have everything from, this is what I use as my basic tumbler. It's just a glass from, actually, I think it was like CB2. I got this as a gift from my friends out in Chicago. And anything from, I have one champagne glass, and it is from my tasting that I did at Shandong. Like I said, I have a huge hodgepodge. I just got this as a gift from a friend, and all my other glassware is ones that I've gotten from tastings that I've done out in Napa. So I have no actual sets out here. So I'm curious to hear what your guys' collections look like and what you typically use on a day-to-day basis. Just jump in at any time, or I'm gonna pick on you.
right, I'll start. This is Marcia.
Thanks,
Um,
Martha.
but I have quite a division. I see I don't have the right lighting here.
Oh, there you go.
All right, you got me?
Got you.
Okay. I moved to Oaxaca in January, and I sold or gave away or donated everything that I had in my house except for my dogs and my little bit of kitchenware and and my clothes. And so I don't have my wine classes here. That was one of the reasons that I was interested in our happy hour today, was to learn about them, to think about what I'll do next. But what I'm drinking from is a ceramic. Oops, can you see me still? I keep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very
It's a
cool.
ceramic. I think it's a Japanese teacup. There's an artist in Baltimore where I used to live who made this. So just as a start, that's what I'm drinking it from.
Very cool. That's awesome. I love that. And yeah, you can, I mean, there's no right or wrong. I think that's what we've learned about this, and it's too like what we embody as well as a company, is that there's no wrong way. I mean, enjoy wine wherever you are, however you are. And yeah, there's no wrong way. Who's next? Anybody else? What are you drinking out of what's in your cabinets?
So Angela, I'm like Marcia. I like the stems. I don't like the stems because I'm very clumsy and I never want to knock them over. So I love these little WineSociety glasses. I use them for everything, juice, everything. So that's what I drink my wine out of, and my water and my juice. So I love the size of them, and I don't like stems.
Awesome. I mean, it's so true. I just read too an article to where, what's the real reason behind the tumblers in Italy? And one of them was just because Italians, they're lots of hand gestures and very big. And that's one of the reasons, like, to not have things breaking. So that's interesting that you said that as well. And it's true, like they use it, it's more of like a way of life, and wine isn't necessarily a special occasion in the culture. It's more of a way of living and a way of life. So it's more casual and something that you have on every day, and it doesn't have to be a special occasion. So that's kind of another reason, I don't know, that we've experienced when we were in Italy as far as why they use it. It's just more casual and family. So, all right, who else? Who would like to share?
Go in the dishwasher easily too.
He's going great in the dishwasher. Yeah.
It's important.
Angela, I have some special glasses, wine
Ooh.
glasses. This is a birthday girl glass that we get out for everybody's birthday. That's a girl. I bought this for Sarah when she turned 30, and we decided just to keep it. And so then when we have celebrate birthdays, they get to use the birthday girl glass.
Well, she hasn't given it to me because she knows I'd break it badly.
Amen.
This is a gift from a friend. It's the pink breast cancer ribbon. And then all of these are made by Lolita. I don't know if you've heard of those. And they have a recipe on the bottom for a special drink.
Ooh.
This
cool.
one, I can't read it.
We don't have all that.
It's a pink ribbon. It's 3 ounces of pink lemonade, 1.5 ounces of triple sec, and you fill with pink Chardonnay, it says.
Ooh, pink Chardonnay, huh?
Okay.
And here's another snazzy one I have, beautiful. And that's called Radiance. And then we don't know where we got this one from. This has got an A on it for you, Angie, or Angie.
It looks like a dot loop one.
Oh, I love the polka dots.
It looks like a dot loop
Yeah.
glass, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
That's funny.
We don't know where it came from.
Well, we'll fight over it, me and Angela.
And I have the all important
Glass.
plastic tumbler, complete with the
Nice.
Wine Society on it. It can be
I
used
love it.
anywhere. You can drop it. It don't break every time. If it's full, it'll break. But
Right.
I don't have the classy ones. I have to have the.
That's fantastic.
I've got one more from Christmas that I think my neighbor gave to me, and it says dancer on it. And it says, overly confident after consuming a few glasses, dancer thinks highly of her dancing skills. She's the life of the party. So that's me.
That's you. Well, Grandpa and Sherry, I definitely think that you guys take the cake on the if we need a snazzy glassware, we're coming to your house.
You're always welcome.
Thank you. And the special occasion thing, I think that's awesome. I love that kind of that sentimental value that you have behind it. And it's a special, a special occasion with family that has a little bit of sentimental value. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing. Who else would like to share? Jill?
Yeah. I was just going to say what Aaron said. Like, I have the Bordeaux glass that I drink everything out of as my breakfast, mainly because the white wine glasses are too small for when I so this is more my size. But I do have like a little favorite set that I found at a reuse center, and they are these little the antique, I think they're called like the Breasts of Marie Antoinette champagne coupes, and they're like from the early 1900s, and I found 11 of them inside of a cabinet at a reuse center, and they were like not for sale, and I got them for like $1 a piece, and they're so cute. And I love them. So I like to make little champagne cocktails or just have any kind of bubbles in that.
Yeah, I would say, or Manhattan or martini.
Yeah. And although I don't let him do Manhattans up because he sloshes them all over the kitchen.
Nick, is that true?
One time.
Everything's in a sippy cup.
My other go-to is they literally sell these at Kroger, and they're not even nice acrylic. They're like $4 for a pack of them, but they hold up really well, and they're plastic. And I have children, so like if we're going on a picnic and I want to take something or go on a walk, I'm not worried about these getting messed up at any point, and they don't spill on the picnic ground as much. So not that I have alcohol with my kids all the time or anything.
We don't judge on this call.
Jill, I have a set of those as well for when I go camping, because they go in your backpack really nice, and you want to drink your wine while you're camping or hiking, but you don't want to bring glass with you.
They're safe at the pool. That's the most important place for the acrylic glasses.
Yes, exactly.
And those make awesome like housewarming or gifts, like hostess gifts.
Well, the nicer ones. These are just the
Crate and
the
Barrel.
ones I don't care about.
Yeah, Crate and Barrel has a really cool acrylic set that make great gifts for people.
That's awesome. We're learning a lot on here. I'm writing down like Loletta, Crate and Barrel.
I have a question. Has anyone actually used the stemless burgundy glass? Because we have one, and it is like impossible to get like your hands around. Drop the wine. So we have I prefer stems on my glasses, but my boyfriend has all stemless. So I literally been using obviously the other one, but I was like, we actually have one, and it's like you have to it is like your hands around it. So I would not encourage getting a stemless burgundy glass. It's very it's not as functional. So just a little tidbit there. I've got the whole world in my hands apparently. So
well noted. Has anyone else seen that before? I've never seen the burgundy stemless.
I have that right here.
It's
big old glass.
It holds a full bottle.
Or I have seen stemless champagne flutes, and the problem is they always fall over.
Yeah.
A restaurant that I worked at a long, long time ago had them, and they kept just falling over. So I think a burgundy, a champagne glass, really does kind of need a stem, but I would say stemless, kind of the Bordeaux size, is perfect.
Wonderful. Who's next?
We have one other glass.
Another one.
Once a year for our anniversary, it says Silver Oak on it, because that's what we drink, is the Silver Oak, only on our anniversary. And we got that when we went out there with you guys, and she liked the Cabernet Sauvignon so much. And we get the free glasses, so this is it. Once a year is the only time we use these.
I love that. Thank you, Grandpa. Oh, who else would like to share? What else? What other amazing stories do you guys have on your glassware?
I'll go. So these are what I'm drinking from today. This was part of what I was given by my mom when I got married. So these are the special occasion ones.
Fantastic. Beautiful. Are those crystal?
Yeah. So they're on a high shelf, but you know, I'll stand on a stepladder and get them down. For every day, I like these are part of the set I have for every day. I like that they're from a restaurant supply place. Yep. So I mean, they're pretty. They have stems, but they're easily replaced when they break.
Let me see those stems again. I like those.
Yeah, they've got a little bit of a swirl to them.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah, they're from a restaurant supply place in Boston, but they're easy enough to find. They've got just a little bit more flair than.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm glad you mentioned restaurant supply. That is actually where I buy all of these, because you can spend a small fortune on glassware, but a lot of times the really nice stuff is kind of fragile. And if something is made for a restaurant, it's very sturdy. And I've dropped these before. I mean, sometimes they'll break, but these are definitely more sturdy than the really, really expensive ones you'll find in kind of a regular store. So yeah, restaurant supply is the way to go.
And I like the acrylic ones too. Mine have a little like notch for your thumb. Mm-hmm. So I think Govino is the brand. Yeah. So that just makes that a little easier to hang on to for boating or camping, like you said, or for guests who might tip over a stemware. You know, we kind of discussed that a little bit earlier. You know, we like those guests, we love those people in our lives, but you know, we'll give them one of these.
Where did you get that? Because Angela has some of those too, and I love them.
You know, I'm not sure. It might have been like at a Whole Foods or something, but I'm sure you could get them online. Govino is the brand.
Yeah, you've got those, don't you, Angela?
I do. Yeah, we just got them too. I think they're amazing, and mine it's the same brand, Govino. But yeah, I think I don't even know where we got these from. I think just a local store here. But you're right. I think Amazon probably has them, but they're great. And we've had these forever, and they go in the dishwasher, and they last forever, which is amazing. All right, we've got a couple minutes left. Who else would like to share what they've got? I think we've learned a lot. The restaurant supply thing too, I'm gonna definitely look into. We have a rental house, and every time I go back there, all our glassware is broken, and I've tried to think of like where to get better durable glasses, so I'm totally gonna check into that, so thank you. All right, time for probably like 2 or 3 more people. Who else would like to share what they have? Don't be shy. Okay. No other shares? I'm gonna call you up. Olivia, what do you use?
Okay, so hold on, let me turn my video on. So I actually got a really cute set probably like 2 years ago. They were all colored, and they had, like what you guys were saying, really long stems, and there's probably one of them left. So I'm super hard on my glassware, so I really like to stick to just like stemless and tumblers.
Awesome.
Olivia, I will send you a link to the online web restaurant supply store.
Yes, please, for sure. Because I'm just like, it's not even like I tip them over. It's when I'm washing them, I break them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I agree. I think that's where most of my my mishaps are as well. Or usually it's Austin, my husband, who tends to break them. But yeah, the washing is tricky for sure.
Yeah, my sister's boyfriend is no longer allowed to wash the wine glasses at their house because he he just puts his hand in and breaks them. So
I do. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So yeah, one of the sets left. I think there were 6 of them, and they were so pretty, all different colors, but one of them is left, and it's the yellow one I didn't even like.
Oh.
So take my way, please.
Well, I think after this call too, we'll know like what to get everyone now. We'll see what we've restocked our cabinets with the next call. I know Nan just joined. Nan, do you want to share what does your wine cabinet look like? What do you have the most of, and what do you typically use on a day-to-day basis? Oh, you're on mute.
You're on mute, Mom. Left-hand corner at the bottom.
Okay, got it.
Perfect.
This is my favorite one now, my Wine Society glass.
There you go.
We're getting a lot of love here today.
Can you see?
Yeah.
And then if I want a little more than that, I use this one. It says, "I'm the fun Nana."
Oh.
When my cousin Barb visits, she likes a lot of wine, so we use this one.
Oh, okay.
And that's we usually sit outside with it. And then my other one that I like is my Florida one because it's easy to hold in my hand, and I use this for outdoors also.
That's awesome.
But my favorite for indoors is this one. I like the size; it's perfect. It fits in my hand nicely, and I don't know, I just like it.
That's what I got, Mom.
It's not
I
too
love it.
thin.
I love that Nan classifies hers by size and who's drinking. That's amazing. That's amazing.
I have a question. Can you tell us a little bit more about the Wine Society? I'm sorry to be ignorant.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And we'll have another happy hour too that'll be more focused, of course, on that as well. But yeah, Wine Society was created about 2 years ago now, and it's all about creating a great experience and having a quality beverage that can kind of be like your go-to. It's all about making it more approachable, more affordable and less expensive than some of these other options. So it was created to be a bottle alternative. It's a 500 ml, so I kind of ran into the idea that sometimes a whole bottle was too much, especially if my husband was traveling. So we based off the size, the convenience, and then a lot of Italian influence as well, as far as the 500 mLs, which they serve as a half carafe. And then also kind of the more casual aspect of it, to where it's all about who you're with, who you're enjoying the beverage with, versus really getting into the complexity around wine, because most people too, it's just about, they want to have a great time. They want to remember, what they were doing in that moment, and wine is kind of the social thing that brings everyone together. So Wine Society just simplified everything, and we make really great quality wine. It's all from California, in high quality AVAs. So the appellations are all really great high quality, and the growers that we work with as well. And our vision is to be a household name for households across America, and we can bring great wine from California wine country to you.
And so you ship these?
We do. So we ship to 39 states, and then we're also available in retail also here in California, and then some locations in Ohio as well. And then we're going to be launching 2 in the Midwest, so Chicago and everything also. So we're starting
next week.
Yes, that's really exciting. And then we just got into Whole Foods in Northern California. And then we're hoping that that'll expand too. So you'll see us in a lot of retailers that you're familiar with as we grow.
Good for you.
Thank you. Great. And to find more information too, you can join. We have a newsletter goes out. I don't know how you found out about us. Did you find out through Facebook or? Oh, I think you might be on mute.
Yeah, it was definitely on Facebook.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining. We're glad to have you as part of our welcoming society. But yeah, you can check out our website. It's winesociety.com, and we have a newsletter that goes out, and it's usually more about just creating some valuable content for you. And you can also just kind of learn a little bit more about our company that way.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you for joining. All right, everyone. Well, we're kind of at time. We're going to be doing these every week now, because kind of what we came to realize is that, throughout all of this and the shelter in place, it doesn't mean that we can't have these amazing conversations, be with people that we know, meet new faces, and just have really good experiences and come away with whether it be a little learning or just meeting a new friend, or having a little bit of entertainment that's different from, our little ones that we're with every day. I think it's just a great experience. And then please be sure to support if you have, you know, any businesses or local food deliveries that you can support right now. You know, during this time, I know it's really hard for a lot of companies. So just remember to support local, support small businesses, and check us out Facebook next week to see what topic we'll be talking about and who our guest hosts will be. And then also you can sign up for our newsletter that'll also give you that information. So either way, you can find us, or feel free to reach out. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Any final thoughts or comments?
Just cheers.
Cheers. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, thank you for joining.
Cheers.
So Angela, at one of these meetings, can you show us how you like make cocktails out of your wine?
Oh, for sure. Yes. Yeah. Yes. There'll definitely be some cook-alongs and some cocktail mixing for sure. Yeah, each one will be super different. So yeah, it'll either be it won't always be about specifically wine. Sometimes it'll be about things that pair well with wine. We'll try to link it to either what's going on with the season or what's going on with anything. It'll just try to be relevant to what people are thinking of in the moment. So cool. All right, everyone. Well, cheers. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you next week.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Bye. Thanks, Erin, for being our guest host. Give a round of applause for Erin. Thank you.
It was my pleasure.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone. Bye.